Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Claymakers podcast. I am Clayton Binner, and today I am joined by Mr. Garrett Irwin, the center snare for the Cavaliers and last year's Cavalier of the Year. So, Garrett, as a drummer and as a percussion enthusiast, what was your initial reaction when you knew you were going to play the Casey Claw?
Oh, the Mac was hyping it up a lot. Like we were talking about it at audition camps and everything. So a lot of it was like just hearing through the grapevine that he wanted to put it in somewhere, and then us all like freaking out, getting excited, trying to learn how to do it on our own. No, it was really exciting. It was just something that's so iconic and so unique. It's really cool to bring it back.
Now, can you explain the uniqueness of the claw to those uninitiated?
Yes. So the KC claw started back in 1995. I think it was that season or somewhere around there. From a guy by the name of Mark Casey at University of Kentucky, I believe. They're just sitting around in his dorm room, like trying to figure out different ways to move the sticks, and like ripped it like halfway up and sliced. So
Something like that.
yeah, it just looks just something flashy and fast and loud.
I just dropped it. Great moment, a lot of hype around it. And then, speaking of hype, usually with great drum lines, or any championship team in any activity, there's usually a spark of, yeah, we're good. I think we're gonna go far. What was that moment for you?
Man, it was really when you get so in your own world in spring training. Just hearing the reps that you guys are doing all day, it's really hard to like take a step back and realize what you sound like. I think that moment for me was when our first video came out onto the internet through Mike posting something on Instagram, and we heard us playing a tracking rep, and was like, I didn't think we sounded anywhere close to that. From that moment forward, it's like we sound totally different watching a video than being in it. It was just realizing the level of quality that we were putting out.
It's really weird watching yourself back, and it's like, oh wow, that I didn't notice that before. So it's really weird to see yourself like that. You march winter as well with a group called Rhythm X, and a lot of members, what is it, like 4 guys from the snare line at Cavaliers were on Rhythm X, right? And a lot of staff members as well. How much success do you attribute to having so many members and staff spend so much time together?
Man, I think it helped a lot. Like especially in these upcoming years, we have a lot of Cavaliers coming over to Rhythm X for the first time. That partnership back and forth, like essentially just having a year-round consistent education from the same people, like getting used to drumming with the same guys, how they operate as people, like how we can handle certain situations. I think it helps a lot. It just takes a lot of questions out. It's like coming back to Cavaliers, coming to Rhythm X, it's just coming back to my friend. It's not like a whole new ensemble every year. It really feels like we're just continuing one after another.
Now with a special drum line, you gotta do special things in special moments, and the last 3 nights of the season, that's where it all counts. And you've been in big situations before, like with Rhythm X, but with something so special right at your fingertips, how much stress were you feeling those 3 performances?
In the best way possible, I felt no stress at all.
Really?
I really don't think anybody in the group did. It was at a point like, if you don't count Allentown because it's 2 days, we hadn't lost a sub caption in a month leading into finals. Like it's just we've been up by a gap so many times, but it kind of just got like, okay, this is where we're at. We really stopped focusing on trying to like win a Sanford, trying to win shows. It was like, how much can we win these shows by? So really, like throughout the group, it was more just confidence. Like we walked into every show with, like, we're the best ones here. Everybody's gonna know it type attitude.
That's awesome. That's pretty badass. No stress. You do your thing, and then we're gonna go forward to retreat.
The Fred Sanford Award for Best Percussion Performance, presented by DCI Hall of Fame member Charlie Poole, goes to the Cavaliers.
What was the first reaction?
So we'd all kind of like thought we were gonna do it and could feel it, but it really didn't feel real until it said it. Like it felt like the between when he said "Ghost to" and the Cavaliers was like the longest moment of silence I've ever heard in my life. Just hearing it over, like it's just overwhelming happiness. It's like satisfaction. That everybody just said like the job is done. We can actually rest. Like it's really done, and we did it. Did pretty much the impossible. It was just great. Like overwhelming happiness. I've never felt anything like it in my life.
The Nikola Jokic meme.
The job is done. You can go home now.
Exactly.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And then to Banquet, you were named Cavalier of the Year. How much does that mean to you?
Well, it means the world. Like that is kind of the highest honor a Cavalier can achieve. Yeah, it really means the world just to know that I have a group of my brothers that looked at me like that for guidance, leadership, and put their trust in me to do the right thing. It a lot of the time, like they made it so easy. It didn't feel like I was leading half the time. It's really like everybody was just pushing, and if we needed to figure out where to set the drums down, I would do that call.
At prelims, you were right after the show, and you mentioned something about how much the alumni support means to you guys and how much it meant to you to make them proud. Now that you've joined us, alumni, what does it mean to be a former member now?
Man, well, I'm excited to be on the other side and just see what's happening. I don't know, just watching the program change the lives of other people the way that it changed mine is amazing. Like you said, the alumni support, like really in the end of the day, Sanford and Source, really cool. But like my most fond memory of the season is finals night, standing out talking to 3 other Snare Drum alumni until God knows what hours, just telling old stories and swapping things like that. Like that really is something that's special about the Cavaliers as a place. The brotherhood. Like I've met so many guys that I just feel like I've known forever, but it's my first encounter with it. It's just really cool to be in something that big and that accepting.
I do miss being around all the guys all the time, but you really do feel that, especially far away in the lands or whatever, but you do feel that. So
yeah,
congratulations on everything, Garrett. Sanford winner, drum champion, and Cavalier of the Year. And with that, thank you for joining me, Garrett. This is the Claymakers podcast. I am Clayton Binner. See you next time.